look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48, built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Tonight we reach the unofficial midway point of the season with a good Monday night battle between the Detroit Lions and the Green Bay Packers. Two teams that have met at least twice a year since 1932. The Lions and Packers underway from Lambeau. Takes it at the 7. And he won't quite make it to the 25. A first carry from a collegiate star here in Wisconsin. It's Jonathan Taylor. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Here's Hurts to throw. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. Able to slither by. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield. Everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 more yards there and another first down. They run once more with Taylor. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Hurts sets up to throw it. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. A good hold of these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. At their own 14-yard line. Let's go. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. He'll drop to throw. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan when trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Right side to Watson. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Let's go now.
They'll go with a keeper. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Let's go now. Set, triple, set. Let's go. Hurt.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Finds his tight end Ingram. And out of bounds right around the 20. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there. Trying to continue to go to the guys already getting into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. Mevis knocks this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone, as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one, because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. He finds Watson complete. He's going to have the first down, and more than that, down the right sideline, Christian Watson, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. From up here in the booth, looked like he started to make his cut into the middle of the field right as that ball was being released. That's how you draw it up.
Exactly how you draw it up, but you don't often get that result, because that means absolute confidence from both the receiver and the quarterback to know both will be in the spot they're supposed to be.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Jones again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in with Jones. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or
touchdown. Aaron Jones. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Packers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. From the 6. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
11 yards there and a Lion first down. Well, they're making a real first quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
On second down, it's Taylor, and he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Evan Ingram, 33 yards. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Mevis is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll look to throw here. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He'll complete this one to Watson. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So no gain on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Let's go.
And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48.
Here we go. Start.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Ready?
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because they'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so.
Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. And the Packersons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted.
but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Hurts. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Throwing is Hurts. He's got this complete to Williams. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and 12, Hurts. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. But that last throw, Charles, puts him over 15,000 yards passing now for his career.
And, Brandy, they're not going to stop the game and give him the game ball here, but that's still a pretty impressive number, and he's got plenty of more good football ahead of him. Although I would say the team should give him a game ball after it's all over.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. They'll run here with Taylor. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Beavis on to attempt the point after. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score Lions 24, Packers 6.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Caught on the right side by Jones. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that's going to bring up second down.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Looking to throw. Completes it to the fullback, Ham. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now 2 yards to go on third down.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Well, let's be honest about the whole thing. When you're looking for a reliable set of hands on third down, the first thought is often not fullback. But that's who they turn to there, and he does a nice job of securing the football and picking up the first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A dime look defensively for the Lions on 3rd. Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So 4th down coming. We still haven't seen a punt yet. At least here, they're in a reasonable spot to go for.
This I can understand. Some of the others, not so much.
They'll look to throw again. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's going to have a 1st down here. They're also into field goal range at the 28. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 1st half. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll find Jones again, complete. And out of bounds right around the 20.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling the back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort turned it into a successful play.
Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. There he goes right side. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Extra point by Mevis is up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. And we will not have a run back here as the 2nd half starts with a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the 2nd half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
So roughing the passer, and they get the safety there.
And this is one, I think, where the safeties usually got to come a long way. So sometimes it's tough for them to slow down that momentum. That's going to draw the flag.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They'll set up a throw.
This one swung out here to Jones.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is taken in at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, we saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
They'll drop to throw.
He'll drop this underneath for Jones.
So he stopped for no gain, and it's 2nd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So here we go on a 3rd and goal. This Lions defense, they haven't broken yet. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Now 4th down and goal.
They'll look to throw.
Right side to Watson.
And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And the Lion defense able to come up there with a goal line stand.
Hey, smash Bronco!
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
2nd down, another run with Taylor.
And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. That pass caught, it's Williams.
And they work this out past the 25. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
1st down, Lions.
On the ball, on the ball!
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts.
His throw incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
On the option to give to Taylor here. And this will wind up a Lions first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop.
On 2nd and 12.
Hurts. Throws out left. It's caught by Williams.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Alert, alert. Go check, go check.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the 3rd quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
19 right.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
Throw left side, complete to Ingram.
He's got room at the 30. Now he's loose down the left sideline.
Touchdown, Detroit. Evan Ingram with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Lions extend their lead yet again.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Now Mevis for the PAT.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Lions 38, Packers 6. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted.
Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Ready, break. Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Come on,
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Street, street.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack.
Like the footwork back there, and I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Trying to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss.
Let's go
In
now.
search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Yeah, that one going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. They try to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Packers are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A gain there of 21 yards. But with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline, because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Out route, he finds his man. It's Jones. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
third down, he'll drop to throw. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams.
But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
84 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. On third down, here's Taylor.
And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after the...
And Hurts is intercepted, his third of the game. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Well, they get a fourth quarter pick, a little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Let's go now.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
That's good for the Green Bay Packers. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
Darrell Taylor got in there to drop him.
And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has, but in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah. He needs better protection, that's for sure. He'll drop to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Mike Hughes.
And the Lions are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, we've reached the stage where it's a mere formality at this point. They've got the comfortable lead. We know what the outcome is going to be. I guess the only question is, do they want to put more points on the board before the final gun?
Well, I certainly hope not. And I'm being selfish here because you and I have flights to catch. Let's go ahead and finish this one off, guys. You've taken care of business. Let's close it out. And you and I, let's get to the airport.
On first down, Hurts.
throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make
Hurts fumbles it, and the Packers pick it up. Does the big boy have the juice? And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. That one may not cost him in the end, but still, obviously something the coach wants to avoid.
Oh, without a doubt. It won't cost the team because of where they are in the scoreboard, but it will cost the player who gave up the football.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case here, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll try the left side with Taylor. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Throwing is Hurts. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. On the counter, it's Taylor. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. That one looks like he'll throw here. Finds his tight end Ingram. Oh, he bowls over him. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A big play there on the catch and run. 30 yards. They'll look to run with Taylor, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Mevis on to attempt the point after. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And the Lions are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this 4th quarter. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down, another run with Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 122 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues. They go play action with Hurts. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. A big play there for Detroit. 43 yards.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave